It's your boy Luke, back again with another NFL DFS video. This time we have my top fades and sleepers here for week 5 in the main slate. We're going to be covering in this video some of the most overhyped players going into this weekend, my fades, as well as some of the guys I think that are being a little bit slept on, my sleeper picks. If you guys are looking for even more NFL content, make sure to check out the videos I already have up on the channel, including my core plays, my value plays, and of course on Sunday we're going to have the live stream at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. So hope to see you guys there. Bring any questions that you have, but without further delay, let's hop into the fades and sleepers for this week. Starting off our fades at number 3, we have DJ Moore of the Carolina Panthers, who was one of my picks last week, somebody who ended up coming through for us as well, but I'm worried about the matchup with the Philadelphia Eagles. You would say, wow, the Eagles, they got torched by the Chiefs last week, but DJ Moore is going to have to deal with Darius Slay as his shadow. It's the expected coverage at this point. They both match up very well size-wise. Darius Slay has been locked down for his NFL career. Even last week, the guys he covered had much less than 100 receiving yards. So at $7,500, one of the most expensive wide receivers on the slate. Also somebody getting a ton of ownership. I'm going to be fading him in hopes that Darius Slay locks him down like I expect him to. At number 2, we have Aaron Jones of the Packers. So at $7,900, also one of the more expensive running backs on this slate. With an easy matchup against the Bengals, I completely understand if he was 100% healthy, but Aaron Jones is banged up, and in last game, even though he was still active, went out there every now and then, A.J. Dillon got a bulk of the work, and I'm expecting Aaron Jones to lose at least 10 carries in this game's to Dillon. A lot of work out of the backfield as well, so I don't necessarily think that he's going to outpace Aaron Jones, but I expect it to be closer to a 50-50 split, especially with the fact that he's hampered with the leg injury. But at number 1, we have Tom Brady, and this is always a scary proposition, but this matchup against the Miami Dolphins is far from ideal. So at $7,400, he's also the second most expensive QB on the slate. And Miami just always finds a way to play Brady tough. The last time that they ended up playing down there, he was obviously on the Patriots against Brian Flores. Didn't go well either. Ended up losing that game. So Tom Brady, as much as I like him for the rest of this 2021 season, going to be a fade for me here in week 5. And now for our sleepers. At number 3, we have Ricky Seals-Jones of the Washington Football Team, somebody who's the dead minimum at tight end at $2,500. And the matchup against the Saints isn't great. They have good cornerbacks over there, so perhaps Jones gets a few more targets just because those cornerbacks are so locked down, and he'll be dealing with safeties and linebackers, but it's mostly the injury situation here for the Washington Football Team. So last week, we had Logan Thomas go down. He's going to be out for another 3 to 4 weeks with a hamstring injury. And Seals-Jones saw 93% of the snaps at tight end. So obviously, he's the de facto number 2 tight end for them there. A great price tag right there. Obviously, haven't seen it spike yet. Also, decent matchup against the Saints team. So while he didn't really do anything with those snaps last week, if he can go out there, take advantage of his targets this time around, it is a great price tag and an easy one to pay off at that. At number 2, we have Kareem Hunt at $5,800, who is a little bit more expensive than most of my sleeper picks, especially for a backup running back. But against the Chargers, he has massive PPR potential. The Chargers go out there, get off to a 21-point lead, a 14-point lead, something like that. The Browns are going to be in pass mode for perhaps the first time this whole season. So as a result, Kareem Hunt going to be used as a primary pass blocker, also for screens and dunks out of the backfield. We saw him do that in week 2, score 27 fantasy points. So he's definitely going to be underlooked, right? He's a backup running back. People don't love playing people like this just because they're not the most sexy pick. But to this point, has averaged nearly 17 fantasy points per game. Has essentially got you there. If you haven't been paying attention, Kareem Hunt's been one of the best plays of the season, and I'm riding him here against the LA Chargers. And finally, at number 1, we have Deebo Samuel at $7,100, who is by far my favorite buyback option for this Arizona 49ers game. So at $7,100, I just think he's a great option because there's supposed to be around 56 points scored in this game. Deebo Samuel is definitely going to get his hands on the ball. Somebody who is very good after the catch. The 49ers use him out of the backfield. They use him for screen passes, deep play threats, you name it. So again, just a ton of touches for this guy in the highest over-under total of any game on the entire slate. You're going to love it. And the best part about him, again, I think the best way to use him this week is as a buyback option for the Arizona stack. And while that's an expensive stack, it is by far my highest projected stack of anyone on this slate and well worth the cost. That's all for the quick fades and sleepers here for week 5. Thank you guys for stopping by as always. go ahead and let me know down in the comments who, first of all, your favorite fade for this week is. Obviously, for me, not really playing Tom Brady. And also let me know your favorite sleeper pick. For me, that's Deebo Samuel, but would love to get some debate going down in the comments. So go ahead and let me know. If you guys haven't already liked the video, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys go ahead and do so. Good luck with all of your DFS contests this week, whether it be NFL, golf, all that sort of stuff. And I'll see you guys on Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time for that DFS live stream. We're going to go over player pool, some ownership, some game theory. Again, if you have any questions regarding season-long fantasy, your DFS lineups, make sure to bring them on as well. So until then, see ya, and again, good luck.